everybody a chance to land. Welcome, welcome. Good to see your smiling faces. I love it. So while we're gathering, I would recommend you have a journal. We're going to do a little bit of journaling later. And if you want a beverage, like I've got my cup of tea here, make sure you grab that. Yeah, sure thing, Dawn. And we'll get started in just a moment. And while we're all gathering together, if you want to drop a little intro in the chat, I would love to know where you're joining us from, what your business is, if you have a business, if you're starting a business. Love knowing all that about you guys. All right. Dawn's coming back in. So for those of you who just joined us, we're doing a little introduction in the chat just as we're all landing here. You can share where you're joining us from today, what your business is, if you're starting a business, if you're a seasoned business owner. Let's see. Got Allison starting her business. Wonderful, Allison. Got Kathy from Kansas City. Allison, you're in New York City. I was just there last week. My husband and I were there for a couple days. Lori is here from New Orleans, Wellness Scans, Direct Sales. Love it. Kathy has cleaning and construction field, 19 years. So awesome. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Wendy said, I've been raising kids who are now starting school and ready to start a business. Yes, love it. All right. Gonna pause our music just so that the audio is really crisp and clear. And Dawn is in Vermont. I've been in business for about 10 years from part-time while caring for family to full-time now, teaching Reiki. Yay. And Nancy's from Northern Virginia, financial coaching practice 6 years in. Beautiful. Welcome. So today is a little different than most of the workshops and the webinars and the master classes that I offer. And the thing that I really want to offer every single one of you is a real-time shift in the next 30 minutes. Not someday, not after the business is launched or the clients come in or the revenue goal is hit, but right now in this session, I want to leave you with a practice that you can use every single day and a new relationship with what success truly looks like and feels like for you in your life, in your body, without requiring anything externally to change yet. And this is such a powerful practice for business owners, whether you're an emerging business owner, whether you're an established business owner. It is so easy to get wrapped up in the external components of the business and let that start to dictate how we feel on the inside. And so today's success reset is all about reprogramming ourselves to feel aligned and successful and powerful now. Also knowing that that is the most potent, powerful energy to bring into our businesses to achieve that external success that's reflected back to us. So there are no slides, there are no notes that you have to take. This is really an opportunity for you to sit back, receive, feel poured into. Yes, I do hope that you learned something. I hope you have powerful takeaways. But the most important thing for me is that you feel something. during our time together that you feel that shift and how it's available to you now in real time in the next 30 minutes that we are here together. So before we dive in, I would love to just take a moment to notice for each of you. Take a moment to maybe even place hands on yourself, maybe on your chest and your belly, and just notice how you arrived here today. What is the energy you are carrying in your body? Is it light? Is it heavy? Is it moving? Does it feel stuck? What are you holding in your system right now? Maybe the mental to-do list, all the open tabs of the things that you need to do after we close today, things that maybe feel heavy or complex. You don't have to do anything about it, but just notice. And to just ground us a little more and anchor us for this time together, I invite you to close your eyes. We're going to take one full deep breath, the deepest breath you've taken all day, here together. So softly close your eyes, fully land in your body. Draw a deep, full breath in through the nose, drawing it down into the lungs, feeling your lungs expand in every direction. Hold the breath at the top for a beat, and then softly exhale it out, softening as you do. And just notice, even with that, the little shift that occurs when we bring in that full conscious breath. So in the next 30 minutes, my intention is to do three things. I'm going to tell you the truth about success that nobody in the business coaching world wants to share or say out loud because it would ruin their marketing and their sales. I'm going to give you a beautiful practice that can shift your energetic state in 60 seconds. This is a tool I'm going to teach you right now. You can take with you forever. And then I'm going to move into a guided visualization that's going to help you tap into the most successful version of yourself right now, today, before anything outside has to change for you to feel that way. So I would love to know who's ready for that, who's here for it. Just drop a yes in the chat. Let me know you are down for where we are going. I'm really excited about it. I'm getting to pull from my deep background in yoga and meditation and like all of this beautiful stuff and bring it here for you today. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Pouring in of yeses. Amazing. So here's what I've noticed in myself, in my clients. I've been in the business coaching space for, oh gosh, over 10 years, 14 years now. I've been so fortunate to grow a very successful coaching practice, making over $500,000 a year, building a team, all of this really great stuff, stuff that I had wanted when I started my business back in my 20s. And what I realized was that I was living in this constant loop of I'll feel better when. And no matter how much success I achieved, I was constantly delaying, really owning it and feeling good about it until after the next milestone. And so, for those of you who are new to me and my work, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Kaylin Asher. And for those of you who have been here and heard this story before, I so appreciate you and thank you for showing up again. I'm glad that you're here for it. And so a lot of women, especially women in business, were in this quiet loop of I'll feel better when the launch is done, when I hit that number goal, when the clients come in, when the program's created, when I complete my certification, when it all finally clicks, when the funnel's built, right? We have all of these things that we want to get beyond so that we can take a breath, so that we can feel good, so that we'll feel successful. And this loop that I've seen women stuck in again and again, that I was stuck in, led me to a really tough moment. Last summer, we were at our beautiful lake house in the Berkshires. It was everything summer is supposed to be, like the long, lazy days at the lake. My girls are swimming. We're having like the best time. I unplugged from work even. And I started having panic attacks, like debilitating, couldn't breathe panic attacks. And I realized it was like my body's last ditch effort to try to get my attention, to say there's like a different way of building this. You don't have to subscribe to the frameworks and the models that are being pushed out there on Instagram and social media of what success should look like and should feel like. And so I kept going for growth, for scale, for bigger, for better. But that wasn't what my body was asking for. And it wasn't actually the version of success that felt most aligned and true for me. And so, right after that, like culmination moment where everything in my body felt like it was shutting down, I booked myself a women's retreat. I was going, I didn't know anybody who would be there, and I really wanted to give myself the opportunity to sit with, what do I want my business to look like? And more importantly, how do I want it to feel? Because I knew if I kept pushing for growth in the way that I was, that was certainly not going to be working for me. My body was already resisting it. And after I came home from that retreat, I was on this beautiful walk that I do here by my house, and it's on these back roads down by this little stream. And I had this thought drop in, and it felt like such permission. And it was that I am the only one who needs to give myself permission to feel successful. I am the only one who needs to give myself permission to feel successful. I don't have to earn it. I don't have to prove it. I don't have to wait for someone to grant me the certification or the accolade in order to feel it. That it is only ever me keeping it from me. And this was such like a deliciously subversive thought. I really was like, oh my gosh, this feels like it's opening up a whole new realm of possibility of what success can look and feel like in business. So, the reframe I want to offer you is that success is not a destination that you earn, it is a state of being that you claim. The feeling that you are waiting for isn't hiding on the other side of the next milestone. It is actually available to you right now in this body, in this moment, with your business in whatever state it exists in right now as it is in this moment. And the most powerful thing you can possibly do, the most powerful, amazing gift you could ever give to yourself, is to go to that feeling right now. To give yourself permission to go there fully and completely right now in this moment and to hold it as steadily as possible before all the evidence, before all the things arrive, before all the proof that you need, that you think needs to lock in before you let yourself feel successful, before anything actually changes on the external, it starts on the inside because you deserve it. You are fully worthy of that right now in this moment. And reaching for those external markers like revenue or clients or milestones might make us feel happy for a moment or feel relief, like, oh, thank God that person paid. But it's temporary and it's fleeting. And you already know this. I'm sure there are so many times in your life where you really, really wanted something and then it came in and you're like, yay, great. Okay, on to the next. Like we instantly pivot when we are ambitious women. And the truest experience of success lives in the body and in your nervous system in particular. So I want to just talk briefly about what's going on in our internal system so you have some context for the practices I'm going to be sharing with you today. Slow, intentional breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This is like your body's off switch for the stress response. When this turns on, when you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, it lowers cortisol, which is the hormone that is most directly linked to stress and poor decisions and creative blocks and like all the stuff we struggle with is often a byproduct of feeling stressed and having cortisol pumping through our bodies. And this slow, intentional breathing, it stimulates the prefrontal cortex, this higher level thinking part of the brain. And that is our seat of clarity, of creativity, of sound judgment, of just feeling so like clear, calm, and present. And the cool thing is, even just like 60 seconds of this calm, intentional breathing can noticeably and measurably shift your state. Not like metaphorically or hypothetically, but measurably. This has been studied, which means the practice, the one practice, the 60-second practice I told you about that I'm going to teach you today isn't something that's woo, although, I love that kind of stuff too. It's physiological, and your body already knows how to do this. We're just going to remind it how to activate this calm, centered state on purpose. Okay. So, as I shared, I really want this time together to feel like a gift. Things you are receiving that feel good, that you get to take with you. And so, I want to give you something right now. It's a practice I call the return. And it is the signature practice of my framework, Sacred Self Alignment. And this framework is at the heart of everything I teach, and it's the backbone of a brand new membership space I'm opening called The Calling, where we gather twice a month for experiences similar to what we're doing here today together. And in its simplest form, the return takes just 60 seconds. We use 5 breaths to move through 5 centers of the body. And this experience gives you one complete return to your clearest, most powerful, most aligned version of yourself. So I invite you in this moment to experience and practice the return with me. And then you're going to be able to, you'll know how to do this. And then as needed in your days to come, whenever you are feeling frantic or stressed, or like you are moving from a fear place or a scarcity place instead of your calm center, you're going to be able to use the 60-second practice to plug you back into that highest version of yourself, to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, to bring that prefrontal cortex back online, like we were talking about, so that you can come back into your power. And I know someone just joined us. So just to give context for the person who just popped in, we are going to be doing a 1-minute practice together that helps you feel really grounded, calm, and centered. So for our purposes, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. And this practice, as I shared, consists of 5 deep breaths into 5 different centers of the body. And I'm going to guide you through it every step of the way. The breath that we are using for this in particular is going to be an inhale through the nose. You can try it now. And a soft, slow exhale out the mouth like you're blowing out a candle very softly. This breath in particular really wakes up the vagus nerve, which is the nerve that runs from our brain to our hearts, to our lungs, to our stomach, like all the big systems of the body. And it sends messages mostly from the body to the brain. So when we calm our body with breath, it tells our brain that we don't have to be worried. We don't have to be in fight or flight. All right, let's move into the return practice. Draw your breath in through your nose, draw your breath into your head. Fill up with breath and softly exhale out the mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Second breath in through the nose. This time, direct your breath into your throat, filling up the throat with breath. Soft exhale out the mouth. Let the exhale be even longer than the inhale. Breathe in again to the heart center, drawing the breath in through the nose, down into the heart space. And soft exhale, release out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, this time all the way down to the low belly. Feel the belly expand with breath, filling up with air. Exhale, softly release it out through the mouth. Last breath here, draw a deep, full breath in through the nose, filling up the head, throat, heart, low belly, full body with breath. When you get to the top of the inhale, hold it for a moment. And then long, slow release out through the mouth, very softly. When you reach the bottom of the exhale, you can softly open your eyes. Now that we moved through that practice, I invite you to just notice what shifted. Shifted with just 5 intentional breaths. We didn't do some big long meditation or visualization. This is your nervous system resetting in real time, and that is the heart of the sacred self-alignment framework that I lead from and teach from. And the cool thing is, this practice is just 60 seconds doing that round of breathing into the head, to the throat, to the heart, to the low belly, then to all the centers. And that gives you that full return to your body, to your awareness, getting your parasympathetic nervous system activated. So you return to yourself. And I often say that, quietly after I do that breath work, because I do that myself multiple times a day. It's like, I return to myself and just let that land. I love this. Thank you for sharing. Your head felt lighter. I feel calm and peaceful. I feel balanced, more relaxed, a little tingly. It calmed your thoughts. All these are beautiful. Thank you. If anyone else has a takeaway of what they experienced in that quick 60-second practice, please share it. I would love to know what shifted for you. So now I want to go a little deeper into what success looks like and feels like for you personally. Because the really cool thing is, each and every one of us has a different version of success, and yet we are told by the business coaching industry, by social media, by our culture, that there is one version of success, and it looks like private jets and billions of dollars. But that's not the case. Success, for me, is often found in the slow moments and in the senses of having a cup of tea on the porch in the morning, or cuddling with my girls in the evening, or walking outside in the sunshine. These moments are truly what makes me feel most successful. of having these moments in my day. And those are all things that cost $0 and I can experience them all right now. And yet we're told we have to constantly be chasing something outside of ourselves in order to take a moment where we're allowed to feel good. So I'm going to lead you through a guided visualization. Going to put on some background music. We'll go a little deeper this time so that you can really tap into that version of yourself who feels so wealthy in all the holistic sense of wealth, so well resourced, so alive, so completely herself, all of those beautiful things. Let me get some music on here in the background. We'll do one without words. There we go. So find a comfortable seat. Really just allow your body to feel held and supported. Maybe even lean back in your chair a little bit. And I invite you to bring your awareness inside your body, right to your heart center, to where your most essential self resides. The self who has all the answers and lifetimes of wisdom, and who feels steady and sure. And I want you to imagine waking up in your bed as her, the sure, steady, confident, most alive, most expressed version of yourself. What is on her calendar for the day? Where is she spending her time? Where is she putting her energy and her focus? What's the pace of her morning? How does she move through her day? When she talks to others about herself and the work that she does, what is her voice like? What truths does she share confidently? And what does she say no to? What is she no longer available for? What are her top priorities? And how does she make those priorities so evident and clear through her words and her thoughts and her actions? How does she feel in her own body? What is her energy like? What is her life force like? How do people feel when they're around her? Feel how this version of you, this wealthy, well-resourced, clear, confident version of you is right there inside you right now. Not separate, not different, not locked up, but open and willing and available. Feel her energy fully from the crown of your head through your whole body, down your arms into your fingers, pouring down your legs all the way into your feet and toes. Feel her energetic field even extending beyond the surface level of your body. She has so much capacity. And as best you can, holding that, allowing that energy to stay with you, to be a part of you. Softly and gently bring your awareness back to this time and this moment, to this place. And as you are ready, you can open your eyes. And now I'd love to give you a few moments with your journal. This is the moment for the journal. I'm going to put some music back on and give you 2-3 minutes. If there's anything that came through, anything that landed, words, colors, sensory details, downloads, capture them now while you are still feeling that energy in your body. And we'll put on some background music as you do that. And as you're capturing all of those beautiful downloads in your journal, I would love for you to share in the chat either a word or something that came through and landed for you so that we can celebrate what success looks like, feels like for you specifically. Take another 30 seconds here with our journals. Mhm. Beautiful. I see we're starting to get some shares in the chat, so I'm going to go over there. Have ease, a lot easier than how I have been functioning. Isn't that the truth? Right? That's what always comes through for me. It's like, you're making it harder than it has to be. Like, just have a little more fun. I don't know why I think it always has to be so serious, right? So, authentic truth is one that came up for me. Ah, yeah, like really sitting with your authentic truth. I love that. Peaceful, joyful presence. Yes, right? When we are fully present in this now moment and not letting like all the story spirals twist and wind in our minds, that's where the simplicity comes in. It's like, oh, right now in this moment, everything's okay. And if something does come up from this grounded, centered place, I know I can deal with it because I'm capable. Flowing with the universe as I keep coming deeper and deeper into helping other people and teach the law of attraction. Oh, I love that. I pictured an equalizer, like a soundboard where I could turn up or down different aspects of success, like money, joy, creativity. I love that. I'm like playing with it. That would be really cool. Like a mixing board, right? Like you see in a, yeah, I love that. Amazing. That's so cool. And what a cool visualization to go into of like, all right, I'm just gonna take a couple deep breaths and like dial up that note today. I'm here for it. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you all for sharing. That's really, I love seeing what comes through. So, what you all just experienced, that shift, that feeling, that version of yourself, that is what my brand new membership, maybe you've been seeing emails about it, the calling is built around a consistent and held space to return to that version of yourself. I created this because I realized after investing in so many coaching programs and courses and certifications that what balanced all of that and what actually allowed me to feel my best in my life and my business wasn't investing in yet another course that been stalking me through Instagram ads, but it was actually taking time for the practices that we moved through today. Breath work, meditation, journaling, being in community with other women who are open and available to do that as well. And so the calling is really designed to be a held space for you to consistently return to yourself twice a month, holding calls like this, so that version of you that you tasted in meditation during that visualization stops being someone you like pop in and out of, but starts becoming your more consistent default state, more of just simply who you are. So the backbone of the calling is 2 calls a month. Every other week, we're gathering for a 45-minute guided session like this There's also a beautiful resource portal with on-demand meditations, recommended readings, daily practice tools, a beautiful 7-day initiation that's like 5 minutes a day that gets you acquainted with everything. And one of the beautiful pieces that I'm so, so excited about and proud of is our community space. The women like you, some of you are already joined, that member community, and then the sacred business directory that we're curating inside as well. And having these as practices that we do together, and then also my highest and hope and intention is that you then feel the benefit of this, so you're bringing it into your day-to-day life more and more, so you're feeling this connection with this version of you. So I opened the doors to the calling about a week ago. The first founders are joining now, and I wanted to extend the invitation to all of you because you showed up here for this practice. Founding member rate is just $55 a month. I wanted to make this really accessible and an easy yes for the women that feel called to step into it. And that rate, that founding rate, is locked for the lifetime of your membership. There's also no contracts or anything like that. You can cancel anytime if you're feeling like it's not the right environment for you any longer. Included with the founding membership is also a beautiful little mini course I created called Amplify Mindset and Magic. And it moves you through really connecting with this version of yourself and how to set those aligned business goals, money goals, and move towards them in a way that feels really, really good. And we're going to have a live kickoff call later this week for our founders. There's some really beautiful things that we're curating. And the founding membership, that special rate, is good through tomorrow, the end of day. So I just wanted to share with all of that with you in real time. And I'll drop the link in the chat in case you want to check out more about the calling. There's a whole page with FAQs and information, all of those things. And something we're offering for our founders again, if you join us by end of day tomorrow, you will be entered to win one of two prizes. The first prize is a private one-on-one coaching session with me so that we have time to really sit with what's coming up for you, for your business, your vision, and moving not just in this energetic place, but into action, because that's something that I think is so important, is understanding how to craft a plan and move into aligned action from this centered, grounded place. So that's one prize that we are offering. One of our founding members will be selected for that. And then we'll have another prize for another founding member that we'll select. And you'll get a custom meditation designed specifically for you around your business and your vision and the things you're working on in real time. So you have a tool in your toolbox that was custom created. So I wanted to, oh good, we're at the 45-minute mark. I really wanted to keep this potent and give you a real-time experience of what we are doing inside the calling, because this is a space that I really want to feel like you are just getting poured into, that you are filling your own cup, because I know as a woman in business, we are constantly giving, we're constantly pouring into others, and often depleting our own life force, our own resources in order to do that. And we need that balance. We need a place that we can like recharge our own batteries, plug back into that connection, remembering why we started these businesses in the first place, especially when they're running us ragged, and be in community with women who are all choosing that same thing, to stop waiting to show up as the best, brightest, most magnetic version of themselves, and to go right to that feeling now and own it and claim it and really just let it inform who they're being in their life and their business. And having just like amazing, epic ripple out effect as they do that. So whether or not you choose to move inside the calling container with me and the other founders, I really hope that you take what you felt in this room with you, that you take the return, that 60-second breathwork practice, to have as a tool that's yours now to practice, to go to. It's so practical to have a little moment. I was just doing it earlier. I had a call I had to jump on. I was a little nervous. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take my 1 minute to reset. And it allows you to reapproach life from a much more integrated and grounded place. And that just feels so much better. So, whenever you're needing that little bit of a reset, that's really just a beautiful tool to come back to remember that you don't have to wait to feel good. You don't have to wait until after the client or the 10 clients or the 100 clients say yes, or after you've hit that revenue goal, or the launch is completed, or the funnel is built, or whatever we're kind of placing our happiness after, that we can pull those good feelings forward in time, step into them right now. And the cool thing is when we do that, I know we were talking about law of attraction a moment ago, right? Who said that with the law of attraction? Was that Nancy? Yeah. So that we, by being the vibe, by holding that energy, that frequency, we actually start pulling the things we want closer to us. But they're this like beautiful bonus rather than the thing we need in order to hopefully feel good one day. So that you just have so much more agency to move through your life in this really integrated, calm, capable way. And you know what? People love being around that energy. I'm sure you felt it, right? There's people out there who are running their businesses with that like really clear, cool, integrated energy, and you just want to be around them. You're like, whatever they launch, whatever they do, whatever, live event they're hosting, like I'm buying a ticket, I'm getting on the plane, like I'm ready to be there because their energy feels so good. And you get to be that way shower in that way as well, not just through the work that you do. So I am so excited that I got to do this practice with you in real time. I hope you feel amazing. How are people feeling now? Can you drop like a word in the chat? Let me know just like how you've landed on the other side. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad that felt good for you, Kathy. Feel inspired, amazing, great. Yay. Calm. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. I feel so focused. Right? Because that calm centered self, she's like locked on. She's like, I'm doing my legacy work. I'm not here for the noise and the chaos and the distraction. I am locked on. And that feels really good when you're in that energy. And it's smooth and more fluid, and we don't feel the sense of rush around anything. It's awesome. Okay. Well, I'm so excited. I hope I see lots of you inside the calling if it's feeling like a place you want to check out. I'll send the replay after. So if you want to revisit anything we touched on, any of the practices, if you need a reminder about how to do the return, it'll all be there with you. And just a reminder, the founding member rate of $55 is good through tomorrow, $55 a month. And we have those two great prizes that you'll be entered for when you join, as well as the Amplify Mindset and Magic course valued at $1,000 included with your membership. And yeah, I'm just really excited about this space. I'm so excited for the ladies that are gathering inside. I know several of you are already in there. It's really beautiful. You're welcome. You're welcome. Amazing. All right. I'm going to release you into your day. I hope you carry this beautiful energy with you. And yeah, I just, want you all to just like feel amazing, feel successful right now. Really own it, really claim it. You so deserve it. All right, bye everybody. Take care. Beautiful. Love it.